Hi guys, what's up? I am live. Let me just clean this. Hi Stardust. So, what's up you guys? Joy Tribe. It's been a long time. I did not go live on Friday, and I'm so sorry to say I didn't announce it. Let me just make sure everybody can chat in this chat. And okay, why is this not? Okay, there we go. I'm sorry to say I didn't announce it, you guys. A lot has been going on, as you know. A lot has been going on in history right now, and I don't really feel like talking too much about it as far as like getting into the negative stories. If you want to know my viewpoint on what's happening as far as George Floyd, as far as the riots, as far as what the president said, anything like that, you guys can check out my Instagram. It's at joyvilla, and my all social account, which join all social. They do not discriminate. They're amazing. And that's also at joyvilla on allsocial.com. So, and Twitter as well. I'm very opinionated on Twitter, joy_villa. YouTube, excuse me. Ooh, sorry, YouTube. I've sort of been keeping a little bit more friendly. I talk about everything with you guys, but I have my Joy Tribe Inner Circle on here, which you guys can become a member for only $4.99 a month. But let's jump into it. I'm going to clean up my closet today. Oh, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Joy Vale. I'm a singer-songwriter. I toured 35 countries. I hit #1 on Billboard, iTunes, and Amazon in 2017. I'm pro-Trump, pro-life, pro-God, pro-freedom, and against this lockdown and this curfew and everything going on, against the riots. And also, you can be pro everything and be pro black as well. Be pro all lives matter. And hi, Devin. And I have my Joy Tribe Inner Circle right here. I did a Newsmax interview this morning, which went really well. Hi, Valley Boy. Big hugs. We're going to go back to doing my Joy Tribe Inner Circle member only chats. Tomorrow, the live stream will be, and I live stream every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. So 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. And we've been doing this for almost 2 months. I think it's been 2 months now, right, Joy Tribe? It's been 2 months. I've got amazing followers here. You guys are amazing. My Joy Tribe Inner Circle members pay $4.99 a month. It helps support me. It helps support my channel. You guys are amazing. And my fans. But this is open. This chat is open to everybody who wants to talk. And then I have my Inner Circle members, which will be doing a Inner Circle member only chat tomorrow. So make sure, if you guys are not members already, that you become, hi Austin, that you become members. Let me put the light on this one. Great news. President Trump announced that he would announce Antifa's. Oh my God, is it true? He's going to call Antifa a terrorist organization, which they are. Domestic terrorists. Let me put my little light on. They're totally domestic terrorists. Awesome. So I delete my Twitter. Whoa, Dave. Isn't it crazy? Oh, from the left. Oh, good. You're on Parler. I am on Parler. I'm on Parler. I'm on Clout Hub. I'm on All Social. Make sure you do All Social. It's about time. I know he needed to do it a long time ago. It's true. It's about time. This is insane. Antifa's insane. But we can talk about all kinds of things, and I'm cleaning out my closet. So here's 3 big boxes here. This box has my friend's stuff, which, Stardust, what's up? You didn't want to say hi? You want to say hi to Joy Tribe? Yeah? Yeah, you're right. They're fighting it. Did you guys hear her? What? Oh, she's so chittery chattery. You want to go outside? You want to explore outside? What's up, baby? She wants to be played with. She's so cute. And my kitten Stella is all healed up. By the way, you guys helped so much. Oh my God, Devin, look I just read the comment saying, how's Stella? She's fine. Her eye is healed. You guys helped me. Thank you so much for being able to cover the pet costs with your donations. I really appreciate that. You pulled her out of a Mercedes engine when she was a baby. What is that, a kitten that you had? Look at the cats. I'm playing with them right now. Stella, there's Stella right there. Oh, a kitten, St. Michael's. That's awesome. This is Stardust, my 2-year-old kitten. And there's Stella. She's 13 weeks. And she is a good girl. She's definitely been through some stuff. She had an eye infection, well, eye trauma, and she had to get, she had to wear a cone, and then she had to put, I had to put eye drops in her eyes. It cost me hundreds of dollars, and you guys helped out by your donations. By the way, if you like to donate to this channel, support free speech. God knows how much longer I can do these live streams. Please do so. Click the money icon. $5 helps. Anything helps. I appreciate you so much, you guys. And also, you can please consider becoming a Joy Tribe Inner Circle member, because tomorrow is going to be Joy Tribe Inner Circle member only chat. Okay, thanks, St. Michael's. Please do that. I appreciate that so much. And if you can't, I understand, but your help helps. So, awesome. You're amazing. Thank you. Thanks so much, love. So here's my closet. I have 2 walk-in closets. This is one of them. I've never before shown my closet on video before. And yes, my Trump dresses are here. My pro-life dresses are here. Look at all the Americana stuff I've got. Boom. I'm cleaning it out because I'm going to move in September. I have a huge place here in Hollywood, and due to the economy and different things, I want to downsize, and that's okay. I don't own my place. I'm renting. I will own soon though. But right now I'm renting. So I've got so many nice, cute clothes. Look at this. Look at that. What size are you? Maybe you can, I can. Well, I'm like a size 6. I can definitely sell a lot. That's why I'm separating things into, giveaway, sell, and, oh, this one. This is an Hermes scarf. Real expensive scarf. Silk scarf. And you're a 9. Oh, damn. Well, I'm going to be selling some things. I've got my designer stuff I'm definitely going to sell. I gave 2 full bags of clothes to my friend Lauda yesterday. Her boyfriend, Matt, is a photographer. And so they are going to do a shoot. We're going to do a shoot today. Freedom-oriented shoot. So we did a bunch. I have such cute stuff. This, I've never worn this, like out. This would be such a good, it's an off-the-shoulder scuba dress, scuba material. Isn't that cute? Like, it's like one shoulder. Legendary Trump dress is priceless. So true. I've got all my dresses here. So true with the priceless. Thank you for that. I just, I have so many dresses, and I love my dresses, but it's time that I'm not selling any of my red carpet dresses, but like, for this one. I wore this at an Oscars party. Isn't it gorgeous? It's really pretty. It's very conservative for me, but it's like black and gold. I wore it on stage to sing. I bought it for a show, a Christmas show I did. I was singing. It was a very I was singing at a church. Oh, I know. I'm between a 4 and a 6. It depends. I wish you were too, but 9 is beautiful size. We're just different. But look how pretty this dress is. I got this at Nordstrom's. Oh, and I love this dress, but I have so many dresses, and this is like normal for me. It's really long. It's like a very ball, if you're going to a ball kind of gown. It's actually really nice. Yeah, you would wear it, right? It's stunning. I paused. I got it. Weddings too. Yes, that's a dress for weddings. You're right. That's a perfect weddings dress. Holy shit. Now I want to keep it. Stop it. I've got vintage clothes here. Look at this vintage cool dress. I just have so many clothes, but that's true. That's perfect for weddings. I think I might put some stuff up on, I might start an account on, I had an account, Poshmark. Do you guys use Poshmark? Oh my God, I have so many vintage dresses. Like, this is a vintage wedding dress that I wore when I met my ex-husband. I might put some of this stuff on Poshmark, you guys, and that way you could buy some stuff from me on Poshmark if you wanted to. Etsy, yeah, well, Etsy doesn't have used clothes. Well, they have vintage stuff. eBay, yeah. I mean, I just have so, like, this is just very normal and kind of plain, but it's Ralph Lauren. And it's really like, this is inside out, but it's really actually nice. It's black, it's sparkly, it's super comfortable. You collect old toys? Oh my God, Joy, I'll be your new husband any day. So beautiful. You're so sweet. Thank you. Well, I've got a really nice boyfriend right now. He's awesome, Ryan. We'll see what happens with that. But if he, if Ryan don't play his cards right, he knows I got some really beautiful Joy Tribe fans who would love to marry me. You'd have to fight my son. He's waiting. What? Oh, your son is waiting for me to be single too. Oh my God, I love that. I love that so much. Keep me posted. Oh my God, poor Ryan. He's got a lot of pressure on him if he doesn't behave right. I think I'm gonna put some of these dresses in a pile. And if they don't fit me anymore, he's 6'4". Ryan's only 6'2". I like him tall. I really like the tall guys. Oh, Ryan keeps me so happy. He's sweet, but he knows he's not irreplaceable. Damn, cold-hearted, right? I'm gonna wash this. Some of these things I'm gonna wash, and some of these things I'm just gonna give away. Hi, Ryan, you got competition. He knows it. He knows it every day. He takes really good care of me though, but he knows it. But we celebrate 6 months in 2 months, so we'll see what happens. I give it 6 months to see where we go, and if we don't find ourselves still compatible after 6 months, well then I'll release him, because I want him to find the person he's meant to be with, and I want to find the person I'm meant to be with, because I want to get remarried and I want to have kids. And this is a very practical side of me, by the way. I am a true romantic, but I'm also a super practical, very practical, what do you call it? Very practical, shit, I can't think of the words. I'm a very practical Taurus. There we go. I'm a Taurus. And I'm not saying I'm going to break up with Ryan. I love him dearly. And tenderly. He's the love of my life. But, if things don't work out, then they don't work out. But it's like, I just don't want to waste time, and I think all of you guys should have check-ins on your relationships every 6 months. Even if you're married, check in with your husband or your wife and say, hey, are we moving in the direction that we want to? If not, let's fix it. What can we do to fix it? What would you like? What would you like to change? What do you have what can I do that's better? What can I do for you, right? Or here's what I would like to change. You guys, a relationship is not something that just creates itself. It has to be created. It has to be manifested and then worked at. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about, right, St. Michael's? Totally. It's like, it has to be something that people are both happy in. And if one person's not happy, the other person has to work to help that person become happy. And that might be to let them go. That might be, hey, you're not happy in this relationship because we're no longer compatible. So let's not stay together just for the sake of staying together. Let's actually honor what this is and then release one another if we both are not on the same page. That's the hardest thing to do. Ryan said something really mature. He said because he was giving advice to a friend who's got a breakup, who needs to do a breakup. Somebody he knows. You guys don't know who he is, but it's fine. But he told this person, I've broken up with a lot of people I've been in love with. I'm older, so I know in a relationship most times do not. One loves the other more. It's true. Taking inventory every 6 months, I like that. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Eunice. Every 6 months, you should take inventory. You really have to for the rest of your lives. Say, hey, it's been 6 months. Now, I know we're happy together. I feel happy with you, but I want to check in. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I'm not providing? And I think you should tell your significant other, I think we should check in every 6 months with one another. Thank you, Mark. And just say that. Hey, I think we should check in every 6 months. What are we talking about? Hi, Harry. Welcome to the chat. We are talking about, first of all, I'm cleaning my closet. I'm putting in a pile of stuff I'm going to give away. And then we're talking about relationships. So we're having a very moving, chill chat where we're talking about relationships and I'm cleaning my closet. And as I'm cleaning out my closet, I'm giving advice on what to do in relationships and reading your cool. I wouldn't be cool with all that clothes. I know, Kappa, I have so many clothes, but I'm an artist. This is only, I have 2 closets like this. So Harry, you can chime in on anything. You guys, this is an open forum. All, not just Joy Tribe Inner Circle members, but everybody's allowed to chat in this one. Tomorrow, it's only Joy Tribe Inner Circle members. So I encourage you to become a Joy Tribe Inner Circle member. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get one-on-one chats. You get only members only access. We do members only things once a month where we do a live that's only for members. I don't believe in changing people just because things aren't perfect is okay. One day you could miss the one you got rid of. Marriage is an institution, not just attractions and always getting what you want. Very good. So I want to say, I love that. I agree too. But I agree also that you shouldn't stay in a marriage if you're deathly unhappy. Because there could be, your emotions and your feelings are incredibly important. I don't think you should just, oh my God, I have this? Holy shit, I forgot I had this, you guys. This is a long black turtleneck dress that's so comfortable. Eric, every relationship is different. Exactly. Oh, I'm divorced, but he was flat out abusive. See? No, you did the right thing. Love the music. Hope you're staying safe. MAGA. Thanks, Nick. Yes. Donation functionality doesn't work in your country. Oh, yeah, you can become a member by clicking on membership. You should be able to click on membership. It sucks that the donation button doesn't work. I can't believe I have this beautiful, I'm putting this in the pile where I'm going to try on and see if I'm going to keep again. I love a good black turtleneck dress. Are you kidding me? For travel, comfortability. Like this dress I'm wearing now, super comfortable. I'm wearing it over some leggings. And this is, it's just really comfortable. I wore it for my interview this morning. I love sweater dresses because they just like cover everything and keep you like cozy. You're so hot. Wow. Oh, thanks, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you. But, you know, this is the thing. I do believe in marriage. I believe in taking your vows seriously, but we shouldn't think that just because a marriage doesn't last forever, that it's a failure. Just because it's not till death do us part. In fact, I think we should take that out of some people's things. So it shouldn't be till death do us part, because you can stay in a relationship, in a marriage, just because you made the vows. But what kind of relationship is that? I'm not going to stay. We used to have a lot, like, listen, marriage has changed. It used to be for religious purposes. It used to be for survival purposes. You have to stay with your husband or wife because it's a hard, cold world out there. Now people are living longer, healthier. There's 2-income households. You don't got to be married to have kids anymore. Life has changed. So marriage needs to be updated and change with that. Marriage is now a choice. I decide to choose you. I love you. I want to be with you. No longer do I have to be with you because of family, because of society, because of religious things, right? Oh, your baby boy. Oh, ever since you wore that Trump dress, thank you. You respected my activism. Thank you. You've been single for 25 years and happy. I love that. You don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. I mean, you can have a relationship with yourself. You can have a relationship with your friends. You know, you don't have to have romance to be happy. But if you want that, you should have that. I also don't believe that, you know, marriage is like the death of all society or whatever. I'm very practical with marriage now because I was married and now I'm divorced. Oh, Mark, Joy, you make me happy every time you smile. Thank you, Mark. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're so amazing. I'm going to put this phone up so you can see. You can have romance, but it doesn't always have to lead to the bedroom. That's right. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much for that $10 tip. I appreciate you. I just can't figure out your house. I would love a tour. Oh my God, Mrs. Poulter, my house is huge. It's a 2-story loft. I actually did a loft tour already. You can check it out on my YouTube channel where I tour my loft. Please look at that. But I'll probably do another one soon too. But it's huge. It is huge. So relationships are something you work at, like a job. People think they get a job. Do you ever think, actually no one thinks this. This is the ridiculous thing. Do you ever just think, I'm going to get a job and then I'm just going to coast? You do all the work to get the job, right? And once you get the job, you just chill. Some people do that, but they're going to lose their job quick or they're not making a lot of money. No, you give it 100%. That's right. It should be something that you don't think of with a plan B. I agree. But just like your career, just like your parenting, just like anything else that's worthwhile, your workouts, your politics, whatever you believe in, you should give it 100%. And you have to keep giving it. That's the thing people keep dropping. I would say if you're the same religion, it does help. Absolutely, I'm sure it does. But I do believe marriages can last throughout. Even if you don't have the same religion, you can still, have a happy marriage. But marriages are something that says, like literally in this day and age, when you can choose anyone and you don't have to be married, we're still choosing to be married. You know why? Because you live longer. Studies show men and women live much longer being married. Lower blood pressure, you're healthier, your quality of life goes up. Overall you have a better financial outlook, and people have less stress because they're with a mate. They have someone they're going through. So there's many reasons to be married, to be with someone. But even though most marriages end in 50 to 54% divorce, but why do we keep getting married? Good morning, Bob Escalera. My girlfriend and I communicate with each other. Sometimes we don't always do things together, but we talk to each other about it. See, Eric, you're so right. Well, remember when you broke her Betty Boop statue and you were scared to talk to her? Well, you were more frustrated with yourself, even though you knew. DA, welcome to the chat. Remember, Eric, you told us that you broke the Betty Boop statue while you were cleaning, and you felt like it. She's laughing. Yep. And he said, I know it's not expensive, and I know she's not going to be stressed about it, but I'm stressed at myself, Eric had said. I said, well, why don't you tell her, just say, hey, I was cleaning. I'm really frustrated with myself. I know you're not going to be mad, but I'm frustrated. I'm so sorry I broke your Betty Boop. Whatever. Just communicate to her. And Eric did, and she said, no problem. Because you guys have that communication, that is everything. It's the universal solvent. Communication can get you through everything. And that means having the tough conversations. That's why I'm recommending everybody, this is what I believe, have a check-in on your relationships every 6 months. Especially when you're married. It's easy to do when you're dating because there's nothing, you've given each other, okay, I'm going to be with you, but there's no lifelong commitment, or I would say contractual commitment. Because really the difference between marriage and dating is you're in a contract with that person. Spiritual, emotional, and lawful contract. And I don't take that lightly. But I don't believe if you break that contract that it was a failure. No, I had 7 wonderful years with my ex. We just were not totally compatible in the end. I got more politically outspoken. He's not that way. I wanted to stay more in the US. He wants to keep traveling around the country, around the world, I should say. He's 21 years older than me. He has 3 kids. I want to have babies. I want to have 3 kids. He's been married twice already. So his idea of our relationship was different. It was more towards the twilight years. I'm 34. I know it's hard to believe because I look so much younger. And he's 51. And I've never really announced our ages before, but that was a big difference. You couldn't really tell. He looked very young, and he had energy, but he smoked a pack a day. I worked out an hour a day. I'm vegan. He eventually became vegetarian and more towards veganism. But the biggest differences, I'm Christian. He's not, but we both studied Scientology. So we had the same, philosophy, religious beliefs. But I put my faith and trust in Jesus Christ and God. And the Bible says not to be unequally yoked. But I still believe that, a Christian and a Muslim and whatever can be together if you work it out. I don't believe that's equally yoked if both of you will respect each other's religious beliefs and join each other. But, it's key that you know what you want. Mark, it's so key. And that's the thing. I had to go. I met him when I was 26. Wet around the ears, right? Okay, St. Michael's, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. I appreciate you. Become a member because otherwise you won't be able to join in the chat tomorrow, but you can still see the chat. And Missy, thank you for the amen. So good to talk to you, St. Michael's, with your beautiful size 9 self. And we'll chat more. But it's so important to have that dynamic where you are respecting one another. Like, I've had relationships where we scream and yell at each other, and I won't put up with that anymore. I've had relationships where we completely ignore each other. I won't put up with that anymore. You know, where you find yourself in bed, both watching separate Netflix on your laptop with headphones. That's not a relationship. That's a roommate. Even if you are having sex, you know. And that was unfortunately how my marriage ended. My first and last marriage. And, you know, I want to be married again, though. I believe in the institution of marriage because it is the foundation for a family. You may not want to get married. Marriage is not for everyone. Listen, if I didn't want kids, I may not get married again. I may just go, I want to hang out, date. I want to have my separate place. You have your separate place. But I believe in moving in together and then deciding to get married, getting married, and then deciding to have kids and having kids. For me, that's for my life. Your life may be totally different. And that doesn't mean, I don't believe though in a lifelong commitment. I don't believe it should be death is the way out of the marriage because that's too easy. Sorry, but that's easy to say. We're gonna be married until the day we die. Some people have been married for 40 years, great, but you hate each other. What have you really accomplished? I'd rather be married and happy. I'd rather say I'm committed to you, not because it's until death do us part, but because I'm choosing you every single day. Oh my God, thank you. Dissident Aggressor, $9.99. Thank you. My iPad is whack. Comments aren't loading. Oh, DA, you're amazing. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Harry, you know what? You said your failed marriage. I appreciate your sentiment. I really appreciate that. But you know, it's been 9 months, 10 months. It is not a failure. My marriage was actually successful. It just didn't last. And I don't think that that's the failure. I think it was successful in the fact that we loved each other very much. We both decided to get married. You know, I had the beautiful feeling of just giving my all to someone, being dedicated to them. It matured me in so many ways. It made me a better woman. It made me a better person. Maybe a better career person too, because when my marriage was on the rocks, it made me throw myself into work. I had that stability. He really took care of me though. Financially, not emotionally. And this is no disrespect to my ex-husband because we're still on speaking terms and we're still good friends to this day. And we have so much respect for each other. You know, he's an amazing person. But at the end of the day, we didn't want the same things. So is that a failure? If we both say, let's consciously uncouple, it's gotta be positive. Because the only reason it would be a tough divorce for me is if I still loved him in that way. You know, and I'm the one who said, listen, this is not working out. I don't want to wake up, be 40 years old, bitter, childless, and blaming you. This is not going to work for me. And I don't want him to have to deal with that. Because if we put our happiness on someone else, that's what happens. People get married, they let it all go. They start wearing the sweatpants. They start taking off the makeup. The guy, you know, he doesn't trim the beard anymore. They stop caring about setting the mood for sex and they just sort of roll over on each other. You know, they got to get up early because the kids and this work becomes more, yeah, they stop listening to each other. Yeah, sure. Let me read the paper. That becomes the conversation. Let's watch a show. What are you guys doing together? Bob says, great perspective. If you learn to become better with a successful endeavor, the only failure if you don't grow, 100%. It was the most successful marriage I've ever had, the only one. Missy D knows what I'm talking about, right? It's like you let it go, and you used to, when you're single, you're dating, you used to get all dressed up, and you had the six-pack, and you cared. Hi, Cornelius Lee, we're talking about relationships. But that's what happens. And thank you guys so much for the tips and the support. If you guys want to support this channel, please, I appreciate that so much. You pay for my time to be able to do this and give this to you, you know, all this free time, the hours that I live stream every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tip me. Hi, Tony, thank you. I'm live streaming on my phone. So when I look there, I'm looking not at the camera as usually I'm live streaming on my laptop. My girlfriend wanted to move in together with me right away. I wasn't so sure about it at first, but it worked out way better. Oh my gosh, Eric, moving in with the person you love is so beautiful. I recommend it. 100% recommend it because you really know the person. And if you're going to marry this person one day, you better know the ins and outs. This is how I see it. I've always lived with my relationships since I was 18, all my serious relationships. Some people don't like it. Married, been together 14 years, that's beautiful. It's crazy sometimes making time for each other. Love and determination are huge, huge. When you're married, the insurmountable odds that you have to go through to even make the time, because now they're not just your romantic partner, but they're your life partner. They're your mate. They're the kids, the this, the that. Don't let her throw out your stuff. I mean, no sane woman would do that. Maybe the stuff that has the armpit holes and the tears. Let her throw out some of that stuff. You don't need it. Guys, I don't know. Guys don't have a lot of stuff, it seems like, but they collect stuff. I don't think you need to be careful on the lease you sign together. I think that give yourself a way out to where you're not going to be, suffering. Thanks, Rich, you rock hottie. But I think that you should just throw yourself into it. I love living with my partners. And that's one of the biggest things coming just between us and everybody else on social media, because everyone can watch this, is that I want my boyfriend to move in with me. He's already moving. Oh, your comments are loading. Sorry, Tony. I don't know what's happening. YouTube, stop censoring me. But I want Ryan to move in with me. I said, it's not like you can't move out. It's not like I'm asking to get married. He's 27, so he's a lot younger than me. He's only 7 years younger. He's never lived with someone. Now he has. We've lived together 3 months, but we've only been dating for 4. Ooh, for him, it's like a big deal. For me, it's not a big deal. So you have to see eye to eye with your partner. We had a big conversation. I let all my emotions out because I was starting to feel like he doesn't love me anymore, or, and he moves out. It's going to be a breakup. I don't agree with him wanting to move out. I really don't. And I told him that. And I said, it's not going to work for me. If you sign a lease with someone else, he's a roommate, which is what he's looking for. And then, because my lease is up in September, so why don't we just join forces and move in together? It's perfect. We already lived together for 3 months. He doesn't see it eye to eye yet. I have faith that he will see it eye to eye, because this is what I want. Kim and I have been married for 30 years. Life could never have been better. My wife is such an amazing woman. See, love the person you're with, but if you don't feel that they're the person giving you what you need, it makes sense he move in with me. Thank you, Missy. I think he has cold feet on some things. I went through heartbreak. I went through the ups and downs, you guys. I was crying because it feels like a rejection. It feels like we're going to break up when he moves out. Every time he looks at a new place, I get scared. I get sad. I feel fear and I feel abandonment. And it's because it doesn't feel right. It makes so much sense for us to move in together because we've already been doing it. And listen, if it wasn't for the quarantine, we wouldn't have lived together for 3 months. But God bless, this is some silver lining. Because I think we're moving towards being intimate, really close and intimate anyways. And we talk about everything. We're so close. So I told him, you've been there too, Mark? So it's hard, and Eric, you didn't want to move in with your girlfriend at first, or you didn't want her to move in. And I'm thinking, instead of him having to move in for me, we can move in together. We can find a place together. Yeah, things can still be good. You're right. I'm just of the mind that in 6 months, if we're not on the same page, because I'm going to check in with him in 6 months. We check in all the time, but I'm going to give him the real discussion. Hey, is this moving towards long term? And he does see us being together for the next 2 years. He has said that, and I've said so you see us being together? Because he's like, yeah, maybe in a year after this lease is up, we can move in together. I said, do you want to move in with me? He says, yes. He wants to move in with me. He loves living with me. He could definitely see it happening with the way things are going. I tell him he makes me happy. He tells me I make him so happy. We're very, very on the same page. Thank you, Missy. I'm praying about it. Except for this idea that he wants to move out with his roommate. And that breaks my heart. It feels like he's breaking up with me. But I've learned God has been working on my heart. This is a challenge. And I have to know I'm an amazing person. And if someone doesn't want to live with me, that's their prerogative. And if we break up as a result of that, then we break up as a result of that. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I got plenty, people offering up their sons and themselves to date me. So I have to make a conscious decision to choose to date him every day, to love him, to be there with him, but also to love myself. That's right. He will realize what amazing person he's with. Boxing gloves got him intimidated, Rich says. Well, he boxes too. He could be intimidated by me, which means he's not marriage material. If someone's intimidated by me, they're not marriage material. And at the end of the day, I am looking for marriage material. And he knows that. He wants to have kids. He wants to get married one day. He doesn't have a timeline for it. I do have a timeline. I've told him that. I don't put pressure. I don't say with you, right? Because that wouldn't be right. But it's important that two people enter into a relationship consciously and know, hey, this is what I want. And if you can't provide that, you're 38. I love it. Oh my goodness, 39. I think that's the closer. I love these ages. The 30s are amazing ages. And I know the 40s will be great too. I love being 34. I still look hot as fuck, excuse my French, but look amazing, feel amazing. And now I have success in my career. And now I'm looking to have success in my family. Oh my God, when you're on, I always tell my girlfriend I'm gonna go talk to my homegirl, Joy. Oh, Eric, I want to meet your girlfriend. That's so awesome. Tell her I said hi. I love how you guys have open communication. I love that she's a part of your life that much. And that's really, relationships shouldn't be one part, they should be a part of your life. And I think that also relationship with yourself needs to be key. Check in with yourself. I had to check in myself. Is this like, I felt like breaking up with him because he's gonna move out. And I told him that, and he was like, well, I don't want to break up with you. You know, he's scared the guy. I said, well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm being honest, because it feels like a breakup. He goes, well, nothing will change. You know, I'd never done that before. When I'm serious about a man, we move in together. And that served me very well. Hey, it doesn't work for everybody, but I'm a proponent. I'm like, moving. What's the worst that can happen? Well, if they're crazy, you should have known that when you started dating them. Heck yeah, you should be able to say anything to your partner. Honest all day. We talk about everything. And he might be surprised that I'm talking about this on my live, but he knows I'm very honest and open he joined me on my Periscope. You guys can check that out on my Instagram too. Periscope is Twitter's live streaming app. But you know, he knows who I am and what he's working with, and I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. At 34 years old, I've learned to truly accept and love myself, and it's an ongoing process. I don't try to be something I'm not. It's more than, and also it's like I used to push people away so that I could have my own private space. Because it's like, I'm an introvert. It's like, you can't know me too much, you know. It's new for him. Yeah, but it's okay. I know. He's 27, girl. He's 27. He's never lived with a girlfriend before. Now he's lived with me. He's dated some long distance girlfriends where it's like they're like an hour and a half away. So he only sees them on the weekend. He said that's annoying. He said his longest relationship has been 1.5 years. My longest has been 7 years, and that was a marriage. We're married for 3, but together for 7. It was like a marriage. We worked together, shared finances. But it wasn't compatible at the end. It was compatible for the first couple years, my marriage. But, you know, he definitely was seeking somebody he could more easily control and sort of have, not as a stay-at-home mom and wife, which I would have gladly been at that point. I would have gladly given up everything because I thought I have the marriage, I have the foundation, I want babies, let's do this. I wouldn't have really given up anything, but I would have gladly given up my tours around the country. That wasn't what God wanted. God doesn't want me to quiet my voice to have kids. He wants me to shout louder, speak louder, help you guys, and have kids. Marriage and babies and living in the country, moving out of a big city is not a retraction, it's an expansion. My girlfriend Caroline, my best friend Caroline told me that. She's in a band called Novi, and she's pro-Trump. She's awesome. Check her out, Novi, N-O-V-I. Great music. No little Joys running around yet. I had a child I gave up for adoption a long time ago when I was a teenager. And so that was a big burden on me to where I thought maybe I don't deserve kids. And, you know, I've come out proudly pro-life. I've talked about it. Now I go, frick yeah, I deserve kids. Your words and your paradigm. Love your words and your paradigm. It's been a paradigm shift. God's worked on my heart. And all of the things happening in the world right now have worked on my heart. Just turn off the news. Turn off Twitter. What do you think about Trump? I love that he's taking on big tech. You're very open. Bless you. Thank you, Rich, because I want to eventually have a TV show where we can talk about these things. I'm writing a book. My kids will be so adorable. I want to make sure that the father of my children is committed to me and to the future, and that he knows what he wants, and that we're on the same page, and that he believes in a God that loves us and that has instilled spiritual principles with us. Ryan's still not very sure sometimes about these things, and that's okay. I let him be himself. I believe in giving a relationship plenty of space. But Yes, that's what I meant when I said I'm a birth mother. I've birthed a child, my daughter. That's right. But I don't, have legal custody over her, but I'm in touch with her. It's an open adoption. But that's what I meant. Exactly. It's really bright here, so I'm looking very pasty. Sorry about that. The underarms. You are his seed, Joy, the seed you are planting. That's right. I'm planting a seed. And I just know that if this is not the relationship that I end up staying with, that I still am blessed and highly favored, and that the next one will be. I just have to have complete and utter faith, because I wrote down everything I wanted, and this man is so close to it, and I love him dearly. I love Ryan so much. He's amazing. But also, he knows what he's working with, and if he can't come up to par, then maybe it's better we're not together. Because then let's make room for the person who can, for him and for me. But if he can and he's willing to meet me, even just halfway, he's willing to look at it and make the right decision. I know he'll make the right decision, and I trust in it, and I'm just letting it go. But God knows I want him to move in with me, and I think that's the logical next best step. My future hubby must be comfortable with your being a very strong woman. Some men can't handle it. It's true, Mark. Ryan loves that I'm a strong woman. My future husband is going to have to be a very strong man. Know that I'm a strong woman, but I'm also very vulnerable and very open. And I believe in feminine energy and letting the man be the hero, letting the man be the one to lead. Sometimes in certain things, you have to let your man lead. Even if you know you can do it better, you have to let the man lead, because men need to have that. Men need that heroic feeling. They need to be providers. They need to take care of a woman and a family, and you need to help them be that way. I'm not saying everything that you just blindly follow your husband. No, my ex was like that, and that's not what I believe at all. I'm very strong. I'm very self-responsible, and I make my own money. I have my own huge place. No one's ever dated a person like me. I'm a celebrity. I have my own following. I'll be fine. I was fine when I was married. I was fine being divorced, because this is me. This is my life I've created. I'm not giving this up for nobody, because it's for you guys. You guys are like my children right now. I love you, and I have a message that's deep instilled within me that I have to communicate with you. But my future husband has to know that he's getting all that package, but yet he's also going to get a wife who loves him and will baby him, spoil him, and pay attention to him. Because that's what I do too. In my personal relationships, I feel like I'm the best. I'm getting better and better. But I also have to let the ego, right? You don't want to move in with me? I'm joyvilla. How dare you? That's ego. That's not speaking from a place of love and compassion. Love and compassion says, it's new for him. This is a new thing, and we're working it out. So let me back off. I already said my piece, though. You don't just back off and not say anything, because that's a recipe for disaster. In fact, I left the bed, and I was crying, and I left the bed, and I slept on the couch, and he didn't let me. He woke up. He was sleeping. He woke up in the middle of the night. He goes, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I'm fine." And you know what that means. If a woman says she's fine, all hell's about to break loose. I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm just, sleeping on the couch." He's like, "No, you've never done this before." He came down 3 times down the stairs, boop, 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 to make sure I told him. And I said, "Well, to be honest, I can't sleep. I haven't been sleeping for weeks, because all that's on my mind is the fact that you're going to move out. And I feel like you're abandoning me. And I feel like you're breaking up with me. I feel like this is a breakup." I didn't say you, because you don't want to be like you. But I said it I didn't go, "You did it." I just said, I feel broken right now. Ladies, use your feeling statements. Be gentle with your men, but be gentle with yourself. Don't be like, "You did this." It's not you. It's I feel, right? Facts don't care about your feelings. That's great for politics, but in relationships, it's feelings over facts. You have to have your feelings in there, but it's also facts. Don't let your feelings get away from you, but you talk about the feelings, because the fact of the matter is we're doing fine, but my feeling is we're not, because we're about to embark on a totally different thing where he moves out. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. And I know it in my heart and soul, things are going to change. And I don't want them to change. Not that way. I want them to change better, swim together upstream, not you go up, I go down. I don't care if you're over every day, every night. Our lifestyle is going to change. I have a very busy, demanding lifestyle. And if my mate is not living with me, out of sight, out of mind. I don't cheat. I don't do any of those things. But it's like, You're over there doing your thing, and I'm very good at doing my own thing. I'm a workaholic. That's why I need a mate to live with me. I desire that so that I can be around my loved one, pay them attention, but then jump on and do work. I had to do an interview this morning, wake up early. He helped get me up early, and he came home to kiss me. And I'm like, what's going on? I kiss him, but I'm like, I'm working, baby. You know, and when I'm working, I have to work. And he knows that and understands that. But maybe that's a little too much for some people, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody. God knows I got my haters. Let me just read some of these comments. Some of these comments passed. Let me just see. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Your future husband, what do you guys think? Yes, you're right, Joy. Sometimes reverse it too, because you women been strong since the beginning. I know, Missy. Hubby drives a truck. Oh, that's hot. So weekends I do a lot to take care of my hubby. You're so sweet. Laundry, cooking. Oh, Missy, I've been a wifey for Ryan. I've been doing his laundry and cooking, doing the cooking. I've never done that for any man. He's domesticated me. You should let him go if he comes back stronger, then he's the one. I agree. I'm going to let this situation go because he doesn't want to break up with me at all. But I'm going to let this idea of him, the idea that he could be the husband of my dreams, the one, go. You have to do that, by the way. In every relationship, you have to let the idea, even if he is your husband or she is your wife or your girlfriend, let the idea of them go and just look at the reality. And if there's actually something really wrong, then fix it. But if there's nothing wrong, then fix yourself by leaving it be. Leave it in God's hands. I'm going to let go, let God. That's all I can do at this point. I've said my piece. We communicated. I was very open. He heard me. He was tender with it. He understood. But he's still making his choice. So nothing's final until it's final. I can let it go. Oh, I love that your girlfriend's strong-minded like you. We work together. She's very popular at work. She even has a private page on Facebook for our coworkers. I prefer to stay in the background. See, so she's probably an extrovert and you're an introvert. There's two big things in a relationship. Now I'm going to say three things but two big things are the love languages. You got to get this book and you got to read this book. I told Ryan to read this book, listen to it on audiobook, and I need to take my own advice and read it because I got the book. It's an amazing book. Easy read. There's a 5 love languages test. If you can't read it right now, go to 5lovelanguages.com, number 5. Take that test. It literally takes 5 minutes. So important. You got to get this book. This will save your marriage. This will increase your marriage. This will change everything about your relationship. And you already have a good marriage, Missy. This will only increase it. And it'll be fun. Both of you guys can get into it. Guys are a little more like, with it, but just make them take the test. Guess when I gave Ryan the love language test, when I told him to take the test. And I did it with him. You could do it with your husband too, because it's online. And you answer the question. I read it to Ryan because he doesn't like to read. And it was like in the middle of a date. Guess when? It's a legit eye-opener, Rich. Guess what date I had Ryan read that? Or I took the test, I should say. He hasn't read it yet. He's going to listen to an audio book. He's more an audio listener. No, not 7. You should have read it, the 5. Oh, I know. Well, there's only 5 love languages. It's an eye-opener. I said it, the person I get married to, my future husband, has to read this. They have to read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. They have to read certain things, right? Dianetics is one of them because it talks about the mind. And guess what? My ex-husband he never read this. And I regret it every day. Now I'm like, shit, I should have maintained that. The second date I had with Ryan, I had him take the love languages test. It's now much more popular because I wanted to see if we were compatible. I wanted to see if I could speak his love language, and I wanted to speak it, and I wanted him to speak mine. My love languages, by the way, second date, I was not fucking around, girlfriend. Excuse my French, you guys. I was not fucking around. No messing around, no bullshit here. And I did it gently and in love and in romance. And man, he was chasing me. He kept wanting to see me. He kept wanting to have a date with me. Ryan pursued me from the beginning. Didn't care about my fame. Doesn't care about politics. Doesn't care about money. Just cared about me. And he goes, I like what I see so far. And he was the first to say he likes me. And I was like, oh, despite myself, I like you too. You know, the joke was like that I wasn't really sure about him, but then he's sure about me. And I loved that, though. That was very comforting for me because I could be like, well, I'm still figuring you out. And I was very honest. I was like, because I wasn't sure about him in the beginning. But he just kept popping up for dates, and I kept going out with him. And it was busy. And then he kept calling me, and he kept texting me, and he kept seeing me. Before you know it, I'm his girlfriend. I'm like, wait, he's the only one I'm seeing. I canceled other dates to see him. Tell it like it is, Aaron Neville. What did Aaron Neville say? Who's Aaron Neville? But yeah, I definitely had him take the test. And then the other thing is, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Introverts, this is an easy thing. Do you get energy from people or do you get energy from being alone? Do people tire you out when you go to groups? Not one-on-one interactions, but groups, events, social calendar, excitements. Do those energize you or do they tire you out? When you're alone, do you get kind of tired out, sleepy when you're alone, or does that energize you? I'm an introvert. Hubby is the middle one. That's right. And then there's an ambivert, which is depending on the situation, you can get energy from either social or from being alone. I thought I was an ambivert, but I think I'm actually more of a true introvert who's just learned to extrovert. Oh, Aaron Neville, classic R&B. Oh, damn. Sorry, Rich. I don't know that. I was like, the name kind of sounded familiar, but I thought it was like a baseball player. Yeah. But so I'm an introvert and so is Ryan. So that's going to change a lot of how you have your intimacy. Is like if they always want to go out because they're extroverts and you're an introvert, you want to stay home. Well, guess what? Breakups have happened because of that. But if you know your lover is an extrovert, your spouse, then you go, no problem, baby. Go have the beer with the guys. Go dance with your girlfriends. Go see your friends. Go to that party. Go to that Christmas party. You let them do the social stuff, like Eric said about his girlfriend, and you stay in the background, and you're okay with that. And they, on the flip side, let you stay home. So extroverts, don't drag your introverted spouses out with you all the time. Sometimes, we give up things for the ones we love. It's okay. Compromise is key, but don't always expect them. Don't expect them to be the life of the party just because you are. Don't expect them to want to host multiple people over just because you do. Ryan is an extreme introvert. I'm more extrovert. Maybe I am an ambivert because I do like social situations, but that's like work. I like one-on-one interactions. I like saying hi to the police officer on the street, hi to the post office, hi to the juice maker. I like talking with people one-on-one. How you doing? But once it gets too much chit chat, it starts draining me. Your baby says extrovert and her ex recent too is an introvert. However, is a tech and an ambivert. Is technically an ambivert because of his work. Well, I'm technically an ambivert as well, but I do think that people can be introverts or extroverts, and then ambiverts are those who've learned to be, who are extroverted. I learned to be an extrovert because I remember as a child, what were you? I think you really can see if you're as a child. I was very shy and I drew by myself. I played guitar by myself. I did theater games in my head, me and my sister. My brother. It was just us. And it made me so happy. Cards with my family. I never miss. If people wanted to come over, I had them come over my place. I think it's a very introversion thing too. Like people come over your place. You don't like to go to other people's places as much. At least that's for me. But what I would do is host these little parties and play video games and stuff. Mom was antisocial. My playtime was with my dogs and toys. Yes, Missy. I played guitar since I was 16, so I can't say I was a child when I was doing it. I was a teenager, but I would play instrument. I'd play with things, tea parties. Yes, tea parties, me too. But you leave me alone, I'm gonna do stuff. I love being alone. I'm gonna do stuff. Like I'm gonna play guitar after this. I'm getting better and better because I haven't been consistent with practicing. Now I have since the lockdown. I'm going to be playing guitar for you guys very soon, full on. I'm going to do some concerts once everything opens up again, some acoustic concerts. I'm going to do an acoustic tour. I want to do a speaking tour and acoustic singing tour. Play some of my favorites and some of my classics, some of my hits. Make America Great Again, Vagabonds. I make The Static and some covers that I like. But I learned to be an extrovert because I was put in theater classes at 10 years old. And then I realized theater and communication and extroverting with people get you further in life. So you can do that. Yes, clean your closet, girl. I love shooting guns, DA. I do shoot guns. I'm going to jump off here pretty soon, guys. I encourage you, if you want to support this channel, you can do like DA has done. And who else was it that tipped me? You guys are amazing. Let me just see. Oh, I can't click on it. But you guys are awesome who've supported this channel, and everyone who's a Joy Tribe Inner Circle member like Devin and Eric and other people, $4.99 a month. If you really like these chats and you like joining in on this, this is what I do every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern. And it would be amazing. Oh my God, yes. I have a gorgeous new guitar, by the way, you guys. Look at this Epiphone. I just got her in Big Bear. Such a deal. I'm also selling my baby Taylor, my baby Taylor guitar too. It cost me $419, but I'm selling her for $350. So if you're interested, DM me or email me, joy@joyvilla.com. I know that Epi is so pretty. And my baby Taylor is beautiful too. Yes, thank you, Eric. You saw that video. I love Ricky. So there's my gorgeous Epiphone. And there's my Taylor. Look at it, even have the tag on it, like a store, and it comes with a soft case. I'm selling it on Let Go, but if you guys want to make me an offer, it's small. It's too small. Oh, Bonnie Bears, next time, because I want to jump off here. But I would love to play for you guys next time. We'll have to. I keep forgetting to do it because I also live stream on another app called Bigo, and I usually play on there. You guys can join me on Bigo if you want, because I'll be back on there. But I love you guys. Check in with your relationships every 6 months. Make sure that you are both getting what you want from each other and giving what the other person needs. You know, you do have to put their needs first, but you also have to put your needs first. And if you're not, you should make it a, hey, let's check in with each other every 6 months. And let's have a discussion where we can both be honest and I won't be offended. You do, Mark? That's awesome. They're too small for me though. I have big hands and it's hard to learn on there. Great chat. Thanks, Eric. Let me do my little throat spray. I love this throat spray. It's really nice. Everybody, you've been amazing. Missy, please become a member. Why aren't you a member, Missy? You act like a member. You say the best things. And tomorrow it's going to be a members only chat. So I want you to be able to chat in there because you have the best advice and you're just leading by example and you're amazing. So it's $4.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. But I've started just lessening the open chats to only a few times a week, and most of the chats are going to be members only because my members love that. And there's never haters or there's no haters on this channel right now, anyways. And I also can read more comments. We do the AMAs; it gets kind of crazy, which I like. My Joy Tribe Inner Circle member, click membership. You guys support. Thank you for the tips. But yeah, have a conversation. And when you have the conversation every 6 months, say, we're open. You can have it more if you need to. I wouldn't do it less than every 3 months though. If you're really, guys are on the rocks, you know, maybe you're healing over an affair, loss of child, financial drain. These are things that hit relationships really hard. And if you're going to forgive the other person and move on, you're gonna have to check in with each other pretty often. And maybe you want to do that every 3 months. If you've decided to still stay together through these traumas, then, you know, because sometimes people do. And I think that's a beautiful thing because there's no right or wrong. Just if I don't, it's not on you, it's you guys. A relationship is what you two make it. That's why marriage is more important than ever because it's a foundation, but it's two people choosing to be together. There used to be arranged marriages, like society used to be so different. Now we don't have to be married. We want to be married. So make sure you want to be with the person you're with and make sure you choose them every day. Check in with them. And in the check-in say, listen, this is a check-in. I'm probably gonna be the woman who says this, but if you're the guy, you can say this too and she'll really admire you. But you say, this is a check-in. I want us to do this every 6 months or every 3 months. And I want you to be able to say whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge you. I know I can be, you know, critical sometimes or whatever it is, you know, you say, but I'm not going to criticize you. I'm not going to make you feel wrong for it because you can say, if you're unhappy with anything, leaving the toilet seat up, not washing the dishes enough, you want me to wake up more, you want more sex, whatever it is, I want you to be able to say that. And I'm going to say what I want and we're going to listen to each other. So I want you to go uninterrupted. I'm just going to listen to you. Tell me your needs, desires, and wants. And if you're not getting them, I want to give them to you. If I can, if this is something I can do. And that could mean even you taking space away from us to give to yourself, and that's okay. And you go. And they might go, wait, what? This feels uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, right? Because they're like, is this a trick? And then you go, you guys, if you can't tell, I'm moving into a lot of relationship advice because I'm writing a book about it. I'm writing another book about being conservative. I'm writing lots of books right now, but my conservative book is going to come out way before the election so that you guys can get a copy and you guys can be able to purchase that book. I'm really excited to reveal that to you. But you let them talk. You make them feel comfortable and safe. Men need to feel safe just as much as women do. And how you make a man feel safe is you let him just talk and you don't offer advice. You don't try to change it. Just like women. Women, we talk though, but we go, I feel the same way. No kidding. Wow. Yeah, I just talked to my mom the other day. Women, that's how we talk with each other. You can't do that with a guy. Let him just get it out. He's not used to doing it. So let him formulate his thoughts. As he's speaking, he's probably going to formulate his thoughts. Right, Mark? Men need to just like blah, 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 blah. Then they're like blah, 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 blah. But if you interrupt them, even with the like, wow, a well-meaning, I understand, it can be too much. Just nod. Mm-hmm. And if they pause and look at you, you can be like, mm-hmm. That is one of the biggest gifts you can give your man in feminine energy to help him be masculine, help him be more in the relationship. And women don't do it enough. They tell a man what they want. They demand a man what they want. They try to cajole him. So I'm going to do with Ryan the next week because I'm not going to get my way by being any other way than just understanding, listening to him, letting him be him, letting him have his space. That means talking a little bit less, listening more, quietly talking, slowly talking, waiting for him to finish his thought before I put my thought in, rather than just like listen to the other person and wait. After they're done, give them a couple seconds. They might have more to say until they maybe go, what do you think about that? Then you go, I understand. I feel the same way. Or you could be like, well, I feel differently, but I'm glad you told me that. Oh my God, can you imagine if you do that for a man? Because men don't feel safe communicating because they're not allowed to usually communicate. Toxic masculinity, all that bullshit. But women get to communicate all the time. That's how girls do it. We're told we can communicate, and plus we do, we're great at it. But men are not as great as it, they have less practice. So you gotta let them get it out, right? This is real life, Missy. This is some real shit right here. So you let the man talk, even if he's saying some bullshit, ladies, because he might be. But you don't act like he is. You don't, none of that attitude. Us women can be so sassy. We give our men so much attitude, these poor creatures. Not that we don't make it worthwhile, but still, let him have that. And just in your mind be like, especially if his love language, she's laughing because she knows it's true. If his love language is quality time, that's gonna fill his cup up. My man is quality time, so I have to purposely just put away the phone and go, he's like talking about something, and I'm like, oh God, what is he saying? I don't even know. Oh shit, he's talking. Let me listen. You gotta practice this shit. And if you have sons, you better do it for your sons, because girls will come and talk, and you can do things with girls and chat, and it's easy. Girls don't need help in this. But men and boys, you have something big to share with me tomorrow whenever you do another chat. I know you're busy and think, oh my gosh, share with me tomorrow, because I'll be on the chat at 9 a.m. I would love that. And you're a member, Eric. Thank you so much for being a member of the Joy Tribe Inner Circle. So you'll be able to chat. If you're not a member, you won't be able to comment. So make sure you become a member. This is one of the longest lives because it's just so good. I'm going to try it with my girlfriend, but times are tough right now because I'm in an interracial relationship and she's pretty mad at white people right now because of this George Floyd disaster. Damn, Nick, I understand. She's black. Listen, I'm black and white, Italian, Argentinian. And my boyfriend's white. He's Italian and Irish. I will hold the hubby's face and say, look in my eyes and tell me you love me. Needy, I know. They love us though, but I know. Well, the way you know what? If you're going to do that, then the way you can tell him you love him, because women need to hear I love you more than guys do. They're like, I said it once. It's like a standing order. It's just like, I said I love you last year. Nothing's changed. And we're like, what? But you don't tell me every day. I know I need to hear it all the time. But it's just true. It's different. Women and men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Read that book too. It talks about our communication differences. Amazing book. Read the 5 love languages. Identify whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. Those 3 things, woo. Oh, and have a relationship talk where you can freestyle talk with one another every 3 or 6 months. 6 months, if you've been longer together, is enough. But maybe it's 3 months. Maybe it's once a month. It's up to you. But that, if you're that person who kind of holds your feelings in and then explodes all at once, then maybe you need to once a month. And I want you to really give them the space, and just, if you want them to say I love you all the time, which is not a problem, Missy, I understand. We can be needy, women can be needy. Men are needy too, but they just don't express it. They pull away because they're not allowed to be needy. So why don't you give him the gift of just listening to him? That'll be a nice exchange for all the times you've held his face and told him to tell you he loves you. Especially if he's a truck driver and he's away for so long. That's hard. That's hard. But I know he knows you love him, and I know he loves you. And that's the beautiful thing, is when it's right, you just work at it, and these little things will make a big difference. Sounds like a lot of work, but so is everything. Being fit is a lot of work. Putting makeup on is a lot of work. Doing our hair is a lot of work, especially if you have hair like mine. Being politically active is a lot of work, but it's worth it. Yes, I do. I will listen more too. Oh, you're so good, Missy. And do the love languages test. Do that with each other. That'll be really fun. That's a fun thing to do right now. Everybody should. And if you don't have a significant other, you can still do this. 5lovelanguages.com. Read the book, but before you read the book, you can take the test. The test is in the book too, but it's also free online. If the physical presence of your spouse is important to you, I urge you to verbalize that to your spouse. Listen, I just turned to a random page. It's all about communication, but it's also about knowing what your love language is and how you get fed, get your cup filled. Mine is words of affirmation and then physical touch. So, hold me and tell me I'm beautiful. Hold me, tell me I'm smart and I'm pretty. You're proud of me. Ooh, pet my hair, cuddle with me and tell me that. That's the best. Oh, kiss me on the neck and tell me that. That's everything. My cup gets filled quick. And Ryan's is, my boyfriend's is, quality time and personal touch, physical touch. So you get your main love language, and then you have your secondary one, depending on the score, how close it is. Some are, you just have all one. Some of it's like kind of close, like 9 and 10. So you're like, that's what mine is. So I can get my cup filled with physical touch all day long, which is what I did in my last marriage. But I never got words of affirmation, so I still was empty. We forgot to put some spot. You can be home more. Yes, your baby's 18 now. And your baby's 18. Oh, precious. The road can be rough. I know. That's tough. Wow. You have an older child and you're 38. Well, yeah, that's awesome. You were young when you had that baby. That's great though. Cause now you're 40s, he's grown. That's awesome though. And you got your husband, you guys can spend more time together, hopefully. But it's great. Thank God that he still has a job. But I know I want my man to have more time with me too. You had her at 20. Wow. You're just a baby yourself. But look at you. What a good mom. Well, I'll tell you that it's worth it, the hard work. So use those tools, have the best relationships you can, have the relationship with yourself. Take the love language test for yourself. It's not just for couples. You need to know it yourself. That's what I did. And that way, when I had the second date with Ryan, I told him, take this love language test. And it's physical touch is the second one, just like it's my second one. So we do a lot of cuddling in this house, lots of cuddling, lots of sex too. And then it's very important. And then his first one is quality time. And quality time is not sitting on the couch together while you're both on your phone. Quality time is not even sitting just watching a movie. I mean, it can be watching a movie together, talking about it, looking at, that can be a quality time, but sitting and talking. And I mean, we were sitting and talking, and he was like, I said, what's that look? He goes, it's just nice talking like this. I realized that's his love language. He loves to sit and talk. It fills his cup. And sit and I listen when he talks, but we talk together. Baby, thank you, Joy, most deaf. Now I fear for her in this world. Spend lots of days. Oh, you know what? She's going to be okay. She's going to make her own mistakes, mama, but she's going to be okay. She won't make the same ones you made. That's good. The next generation gets stronger and stronger, but she's going to be okay. You raised her right in a good world. The world is now, she's going to happen to the world. The world won't happen to her. If you raise a kid right, they happen to the world. I survived in these tough times. You survived in these tough times. She's going to survive just fine. God, I can't wait till I have kids. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. I want to have kids in the next 2 years. By the time I'm 36, I want to be pregnant with my first child. That's my goal. So I'm not here to fuck around. I want to find that husband, make sure I have a good husband, a good solid future. We're on the same page together because that's compatibility, and then move forward. And if you're not, you break them loose. Oh my God, Nick. I know, right? A lot of the closet didn't, well, I'll show you. The closet, I went through these boxes, and these are stuff I'm going to try on to see if I'm going to keep. And if not, I'm going to toss them. It's going through a lot. I'm going through a lot of stuff. Oh, I can't wait to be a mom. I think I will be a good mom. I got so many costumes and clothes here, and a lot of stuff I need to sell, but I don't have the ability to sell my clothes at, I usually go to Buffalo Exchange, and unfortunately, you're having a yard sale? Lucky. Can't do that here. So I'm going to have to I have to go through my stuff and just put it in piles. And then when things open up again, I'll take it to Buffalo Exchange or Crossroads. That's usually where I sell my clothes. Because I want to make money. I have vintage things, nice things. I know you're like, oh, you're a celebrity. You could just auction it and stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of work. You going to do that for me? Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, my God. Yeah, make a couple bucks. I have a lot of stuff, too. A lot of stuff. And no places to wear the stuff. Because I don't go outside anymore. So I still try to dress nice. I mean, I go outside, but I don't go to events. It's all right. Things will get better. Can't wait to be a mom. For now, I get to scratch that itch with you guys and love on you guys. And things will get better. And this closet will get cleaned eventually. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. I'm going to jump off of here. Give this voice a rest, and you guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be a members-only chat, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, I apologize for not announcing that I didn't go live on Friday. Size jeans, I don't do jeans. Missy, I don't do jeans because this booty be expanding because I do a lot of squats, so I can't really do jeans with all them squats. Look at that. That ass be too thick. But I love it. But see, I do stretchy things, and I got a small waist. Not to brag or anything, but this is small waist and bigger, wider hips, which I love my figure, but small waist and then, less on the hips and more on the backside. It's just how I'm built, so jeans don't really work for me. So I don't do jeans. Thank you. I know, I don't feel weird about that. Thank you. I know, look at my house. Look at that's a Christmas tree. So instead of jeans, I do stretchy pants if I'm going to do pants, leggings, but I wear mostly skirts, sweater skirts, or loose, like, those hippie kind of pants, bell bottoms, stretchy bell bottoms. Oh, I love those. But I'm more and more feminine in my clothing. I got it going on, Mark. That honky-tonk, pa-donk-a-donk. That's right. Thank God for that. That's what it be. Got in the front and the back. Hey. But yeah, so I don't wear jeans because they never fit me right. And they're also, I feel like they're lazy clothes for me. They're just lazy clothes, Yeah, I'm 5'10". Oh, you wear 3? You're tiny. You're tiny, just a little thing. Yeah, I would probably wear like a 10 or 12 in jeans just because I'm so tall and because I have large derriere, but a small waist. So I've given up. Even jeans with a lot of stretch. It's just lazy. It's like sweatpants to me. Nice booty and respect. Thank you, Nick. Thanks. You guys can totally compliment my booty. I love that. I worked hard for it and genetics help too. Thanks, Mom. But I love you guys. Kiddo says you're a leprechaun. You're tiny, Missy. You're just a little thing, a little leprechaun. I love that. All right, you guys sound like you have a good relationship. I can't get off of here. I'm just having too much fun. But I got to get on with my life, and you guys too. And we'll see each other tomorrow at 9 a.m. Missy, become a member, for fuck's sake. All of you guys become members. It's only $4.99. It helps the channel, and it helps us stay more connected. And I'll talk to you later. And you're going to get the update when my book comes out. Members will get the first pre-order link. Members first before anybody else. So, all right, you guys. Bye. Yay! Do it tomorrow. Yes, perfect. So you can talk because tomorrow's a members only chat. Joy Tribe Inner Circle members. Click memberships. And I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed and be safe out there. And I feel good. Hopefully you guys too. You're a spiritual being. You dictate your life. And let it go. Let God. That's my message this week. That's what I'm practicing. Good. Good, Mark. This was fun.